Invincible tells the story of some of the greatest heroes in comic book history, but even every hero has their flaws, with each one serving as a symbol for the 7 deadly sins. But who represents these sins? What's up, you guys? My name's Embry, and if you enjoy videos like this about music and movies, then make sure to hit that subscribe button. We'll start with what's considered the worst of these sins: pride. And for this one, we have Omni-Man. Pride is an overinflated sense of self-importance, leading to arrogance and a disregard for others. In Invincible, Omni-Man is the most powerful hero in the universe, holding powers such as super strength, flight, and a decelerated lifespan. But later we discover that Omni-Man is less of a hero and more of a villain. It turns out that Omni-Man is an alien who's a part of a race of Viltrumites who embody pride in believing that they are the superior race and all others must die. Omni-Man came to Earth to pose as a hero, but had an ultimate goal to exterminate the human race. This led to a fight with Invincible, where he even said he saw his wife as a pet.
I do love your mother, but she's more like a pet to me.
A pet?
This led to him abandoning his family and nearly killing his own son. Omni-Man's pride led to the destruction of his family and the death of millions. But Invincible's envy was a part of this mass murder. Envy is a painful desire to possess what others have, fueled by jealousy and resentment. Mark Grayson, otherwise known as Invincible, is the son of Omni-Man. He possesses the same powers as his father, but with less experience. Early in the series, Mark is often compared to his father. Mark feels the weight of this expectation as he tries to live up to his father's legacy. He wants to be seen more as just the son of Omni-Man and earn his place as a legitimate hero. But when he discovers the evil intentions of his father, he could not accept the truth and refused to fight. This led to the death of numerous people. But after Omni-Man leaves, Mark's purpose is fueled by envy and jealousy, spending his life training to be as strong as his father. Mark's envy arguably killed people, but so did Adam Eve, who represents Sloth. Sloth is a lack of motivation or action, driven by laziness, apathy, or failure to engage with life. At first glance, Adam Eve doesn't immediately seem like a character who embodies the sin of sloth, especially since she is a highly capable hero with immense power. She can manipulate matter at an atomic level. This allows her to shape and create anything she desires. She was also one of the leading members of the teen team, helping save thousands of lives. But despite having incredible abilities, Adam Eve shows periods of hesitation when it comes to committing as a superhero. She eventually leaves her life as a hero, isolating herself in a remote location.
I think I can help more people by just helping them, you know?
This mirrors Sloth because she avoids her life as a hero to live as a normal person. Adam Eve's avoidant nature unintentionally led to the loss of lives, but Powerplex's wrath led to the death of his family. Wrath is described as an intense, often uncontrollable anger that seeks revenge or destruction. Powerplex embodies this sin with his vendetta against Invincible. Before he was Powerplex, Scott Duvall was a scientist working in the Global Defense Agency's Kinetic Energy Division. But during the notorious battle with Omni-Man and Invincible, Scott lost the life of his sister. Scott then dedicates his life to create technology to destroy Invincible and Omni-Man, becoming Powerplex, who can absorb and control energy. Then one night, he stages a hostage situation with his wife and son to lure Invincible. But in the attempt to kill Invincible with heavy amounts of voltage, Powerplex ends up frying both his wife and son. Powerplex's wrath led to the destruction of his family. But similar to Powerplex, Rex ruined his relationship due to his represented sin of lust. Lust is described as an overwhelming craving for physical or indulgent pleasures, often at the expense of others. In the series, Rex is a loose cannon who craves attention. His self-indulgent comes off as cocky, constantly wanting to be seen as important. He is impulsive, often neglecting others. This shows in his early relationship relationship with Adam Eve. He is driven by his ego, often neglecting Eve. But one day, Eve walked in on Rex in the shower having relations with their teammate, Duplicate. Then Eve naturally ended the relationship, leaving Rex alone with his ego. Rex's lust led to the destruction of his relationship, but Angstrom Levy's gluttony led to his death. Gluttony is the excessive consumption or greed driven by a need for more, no matter the consequence. Angstrom Levy was once a regular man living in an alternate universe who was able to travel between different multiverses, but his world was destroyed by an evil Omni-Man and Invincible. Then Levy travels across different universes to gain knowledge from alternate versions of himself, overall trying to help others across different universes. Levy recruits the Mahler twins to help merge the different versions of himself into one being. But unaware by the experiment, Invincible attacks. Then the machine malfunctions, causing Angstrom to mutate into a monster with a massive brain. Levy's perspective of reality becomes blurred, and he can only see Invincible as the evil version, not as the hero he is in this universe.
He's a murderer! A monster! He deserves to die right now!
Levy tries to kill Mark, but ends up dead in the end. Angstrom's drive to have more knowledge led to him becoming a monster. While Angstrom Levy's gluttony led to his death, Machine Head's greed led to the expense of others. Greed is known as an insatiable desire for wealth, power, or possessions, often to the detriment of others. Machine Head is a cyborg crime boss who has massive control over the city. He thrives on materialism. His only concern is growing his wealth, no matter the cost. You can see this in his relationship with his workers, but after blackmailing his strongman Titan,
You think you can just punch your way out of this? I know where your family lives, and that means you work for me until I say you're fucking done.
Titan rebels and teams up with Invincible to take down Machine Head, but Machine Head ambushes the two, nearly killing numerous members of the Guardians of the Globe. But as Machine Head tries to escape, his right-hand man, Isotope, abandons him, leaving the cops to capture him. Machine Head's greed led to the expense of others, overall following his demise. These are my picks for Invincible's 7 Deadly Sins, but what do you think? Are these picks accurate, or do you think you have a better fit? Definitely let me know in the comments. I'm definitely a comic book nerd deep down, so thank you for letting me freak for a minute. Whether or not these picks are accurate, every hero and villain has their own sins.